Hey, Bigfoot Tony here. So we have some footage from Woodbooger farm. A friend of mine, his first name's Rick, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen this already, where he's in his house and he hears tapping on the window, and I think he sees eye shine. I couldn't pick up any eye shine myself in the video, so I'll play the beginning part where he hears the tapping on the window and then gets quite agitated and worried, and fair, which is understandable. He has already experiences and sounds and audio, that kind of thing, from Sasquatch in his area. So let's just listen to the first part first.
And verse number 31.
There's something tapping on the window.
Canst thou bind the sweet influences Pleiades, or loose the bands of Orion? Canst thou bring forth Mazzaroth in his season, or canst thou guide Arcturus with his sons? Now, look carefully what you're reading. I have a lot of critics.
Jesus. Get out of here!
Okay, so this is the beginning of the. Now we were talking. I was chatting with him, and we was kind of wondering if this is one of them here. As you can see, the torch kind of pans just across there. But anyway, I'll come to that another day, possibly. But the main figure is, because he walks around the garden, pans the torch all over the place and tries to see whatever he can see, and he comes across this point here. I'll just play that. So we were discussing about this part, and he sent me the timeline, and I was like, well, to be honest, Rick, to me it just looks like shadow created by the torchlight, because when the torchlight shines on a branch or leaves, then you're going to get a strong outline from the torchlight, and he said, no, that's not going to happen in this case. And I was like, well, okay, fair enough if you think that way. And then he sent me the daytime video, a link, which I hadn't seen, and I realized there's nothing in this area. Because originally what I was thinking, what he was talking about was this here, which this kind of conical thing, head-shaped thing here, eyes, nose, mouth. And I thought, well, it could be something, but it could also be light, shadow created by the torch. And then I realized, I looked to the left, and there's this white figure, which I believe is not white really, because when we look at the daytime video, these trees are brown, greeny brown color, and in the nighttime video they are also white. So what's happening is the light is shining on them, making them into a kind of basically whitening them out with the brightness. So what we have here is a figure which could be kind of a brown or grey color, which is not there on the daytime video. It's as simple as that. It's as clear as that. There's a figure there with two legs, possibly a head, possibly eyes and a nose. Although if these are the eyes, then they would be very far apart and in an unusual place. So it could just be where the light is shining on them. But definitely, anyway, we have a figure here which is not in the daytime video. I strongly recommend that you watch the video to get a feel of what's going on here. The original nighttime. So and another thing, so you can see here in the nighttime video, there's like a post, a white post here, and there's a white post here behind the figure. Just see the top of the post there, and to the right there's another white post here. I think these are the posts for the swings. I'm not sure. There's a couple of swings there. So there's one to the right also behind this tree, or half kind of covered behind the tree. So the thing is, what the original figure which I thought Rick was talking about, this one, could actually be something now, because we cannot see the swing, which means it's covering the swing. Because I think in this situation you should be able to see at least part of the swing here, unless it's completely obscured behind this tree, but I don't think that would be the case. I think we would at least be able to see part of the swing. So what I'm saying is, we have a figure here, clearly a brown kind of dark shape there with the top of the head, and we have one here slightly taller. I think Rick is saying that it's around 5 foot, so it's not that tall, but that was his initial, not really a measurement, but I think he just kind of, I'm not sure if he actually did measure it properly, but anyway, he told me a few days ago that it was only around 5 foot. And also we also see what seems to be a head turn there by the lighter figure. Whether it is actually turning or not, or whether it's just the light, the way the torch is shining, I really can't tell. And also possibly some movement here as well. Alright, well, let me know what you think. I mean, this amazing work by Rick. You know, I said to him, is it possible that this could be somebody in a suit, you know, playing a prank? And he said, definitely not. Anyway, that's where the property is, there's no way that somebody could get in there. And why would they do that anyway? And we agreed, yeah, definitely wouldn't, you know, nobody would be walking around in some kind of suit at night time, knowing that, you know, somebody could have a gun, which I think Rick did have a gun at the time, I think. So, good job, Rick. Thanks for watching, guys.